point, I was skeptical that these 3 videos would have any clues as to what actually happened to Alex, but video 2 is where things start to get strange. It resumes with Crafty logging back on to find that Alex had built up their house and even gotten 2 full sets of armor for the both of them. The video continues with normal friendly discussion and the two decide to work on the roof, until suddenly Alex freezes and says this. Crafty? We can see Alex staring off into the distance. He asks Mine, another server member, if that was him, and Mine doesn't know what he's talking about. Were you behind the house? Mine says no, and Crafty is equally confused. The subject then gets changed though, and Alex doesn't mention it again. But what did he see? I doubt Alex would just say this out of the blue, and judging by the fact he asked Mine if that was him, it's likely he saw a player. But if it wasn't any of the 3 of them, who was it? Surely if they knew another player was online, Alex would have asked them as well, like he did Mine. But he didn't, implying that nobody else should have been connected to the server. So what did Alex see? From the mildly ominous description, we learn that this video took place 2 days after the previous one, but other than this odd incident, nothing particularly strange happens. 6 minutes in, some music begins to play that I can't say I've heard before, and just like last time, Crafty has to go, asking Alex for a full set of diamond armor before he leaves. Something is unsettlingly wrong with this server, but Alex still seems to be totally fine. If we're going to get any clues as to how he eventually disappears, it's going to have to be in this final 3rd video. The video begins with Crafty joining and the whole server getting ready to light the nether portal, but before that, Crafty asks if anyone has seen Alex. This is the first time he hasn't already been there waiting when Crafty hopped on, but the response of the server members is odd. It's apparently the exact opposite. Alex has never logged off. Apparently, he plays so much on this server that has become a topic of concern on the forums, and we actually get to see this concern because right after Mine asks, Note System actually drops a link in chat. The link takes us to an Imgur screenshot of the forums, and there it is. Alex, dude, you've been playing non-stop. Yeah man, you really need to take a break. I do agree, Alex, take a break. It sounds like the exact opposite of the original message Crafty sent me, but granted, if he does play so much, why isn't he here now? Surely if you're going to be playing 24/7 anyway, you're going to be present for a server-wide event. Something is very, very wrong. The group decides to light the nether portal without Alex, but when they try to go through, it doesn't work. For some reason, the portal is broken. Crafty says he'll message an admin about it, and the server closes, the video ending there, and that's it. These 3 videos are all the pieces we have to work with, and honestly, at this point, I was almost positive I'd have to tell Crafty that I couldn't find his friend. If anything, Alex seemed like he was too active, not vanished at all. But no, this couldn't be the end, so I decided to dig deeper. I took another look at the screenshot, hoping to find a link or something to take me to the forums to get more clues. Nothing. I thought about putting this weird music through a spectrogram in hopes of uncovering a hidden message, also nothing. So I rewatched all the videos again. Maybe there was something I had missed, a small detail that had slipped through the cracks. Nothing. Wait, no, there was something. A single frame right as the server closes. We get a flash of text in the error message. It looks like total gibberish, but attach it to the end of a YouTube video URL and we have ourselves a lead. Alex's channel. If there has ever been a way of finding out what happened to him, this was it. The video begins similar to Crafty's, but with a little bug. But when Alex joins Eternal, he's hit with this. By accessing and utilizing the services of Eternal, you hereby agree to the following terms of service. These terms are binding and govern your conduct on the server. Failure to comply with these terms may result in penalties, including but not limited to temporary or permanent suspension of access to the server and/or the loss of privileges given to you by your birthright. This is extremely ominous, but it doesn't end there. The messages keep coming, starting with normal disclaimers about alt accounts and harassment, and turning into mentions of undisclosed experiments, potential psychological distress, mental instability, and permanent real-world impacts on mental health and cognitive function. All of this seemingly orchestrated by the Department of Metaphysical Sciences, or DMS. Why this message was seemingly only shown to Alex and not Crafty is up in the air, but we don't have time to think, because before we can, Alex agrees to the terms and conditions. logs on to Eternal. Crafty says hello, and immediately Alex